SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello and welcome back to Hylics 2. Okay, I have regained some of my confidence that was shaken towards the end of last episode. I was getting really worried about how desperately deadly these battles were getting around here, and I suspect that's intentional. I think it's supposed to be that way. I may still... Oh, hey, look, it's that guy. Aren't you the guy who is... It's the Blub guy. Cool. Hey, let me just see something here. Okay, so I'm not fully healed up. Does slapping you... Look at that. You can slap this man and it heals you up as if he were a bug. That is fantastic to know. It was suggested in the comments, actually, and so I'm glad to be able to test it immediately. Apparently that guy does respawn and he does heal you up, so great. That's good news. However, I'm going to stick around in Fogglass instead of wandering around in the zones I've already been to, but I am going to stop back in town and get some more consumables real quick. I'm actually not going to make you watch me do that, so give me a minute. I'll get back here with stuff. I probably should have done that before I started recording, huh? That would have been smart, but you never know. Maybe something will happen on the way. Oh boy, now we're going to the ocean. Great. Anyway, I'm heading back to New Muldal. I'll get back to Fogglass in a minute. See you soon. In retrospect, it probably would have been better to secure a fountain. Didn't I even found... I think I even found a fountain in Fogglass. I could have just jumped into the afterlife and then teleported back across. But now I've wrapped my ship over here, so now that's not really an option anymore, is it? Well, except I could use the afterlife to get out again. Yeah, well, I'll figure it out in a minute, okay? Hang on. Hello there. See, now that's what I thought. This is the place that I bought that organ thingy. The thing I've got in Pungorma. Yeah, the organ fort. This individual here sold an organ fort, but only sold one. You can't buy another one. There's only one organ fort, and I've got it. Well, okay. In that case, I'm going to grab a couple more juices. Just a couple more juices. Then I got a couple other vendors to visit, and then we'll get back to it, okay? Okay, cool. I would have liked some more organ forts. Oh well. Let's see. I have no multi-coffee. It's technically cheaper to buy coffee and get it made into a multi-coffee, so I will go that route. Soul sponges, I'm down to 2, and I have 1 multi-sponge. Let's stock up on all that. Stock up on all that. Finally, I just gotta stop by the upper residence and meld some stuff into each other. 1 multi-coffee, please. 1 juice. Multi-juice? How many juice did I purchase? Some weird amount, didn't it? It was like 11 or 12, somewhere in there. I got 12. Okay, let's get 1 more multi-juice then. Because multi-juice is super useful. I don't want another multi-soul sponge, though. How are we doing on... Not that I can buy more of them, but stem cells. How are we doing stem cells? We got 6 stem cells, and I used the multi-stem cell. I'm going to not... I'm going to not do a multi-stem cell for now, since I don't have a good source on more of them, and since I know that Teledenudated does take off regeneration, as well as anything else that's on you, so I want to use AoE buffs rather sparingly, seeing as... Oh, yeah, another thing that I figured out by reviewing... Well, by some advice from the comments and also reviewing some of my own footage. Hey, you remember when I was trying to use some Snows' wave ability and it was doing 0 damage? Yeah, it turns out she was still squeezed. And it would seem that being squeezed makes you extremely bad at doing damage. That's my guess anyway, because the shield was already gone by that time. So yes, my assumption would be if they're squeezing you by the head, you're not very good at fighting. So I'm going to have to remove it right away in the future, which means a whole lot of Teledenudate. So, yeah. Best not to count on the regeneration. That's where I was going with this. See you back at Fogglass, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're back. Hello, Goopy. I'm actually going to leave you... I'm going to leave you be for just now because we're all feeling fine and prime, and so I'm going to save you for later when we're not feeling so good. All right. Currently, I'm just wandering off into the meat sea. That may not be a good idea, but, like, if the map goes out this far, then maybe there's something out here, you know? Or maybe it just loops forever. Endless seas of meat, stretching to the horizon. It's going unexpectedly far, I will say that. Huh. And it bottoms out at absolutely nothing. Why is the... Hey! It's you! The guy who's not dead is Molten. What's up? Small Dundee. That's exactly, Small Dundee. Small Dundee, what brings you to this remote place? My instruments show that a hidden chamber exists behind a sarcophagus. Not this sarcophagus, though, alas. Behind a sarcophagus, there's a hidden chamber. Multi-soul sponge. Well, that's useful. Thank you. Anything else to say, Small Dundee? Perhaps under the primary temple structure. Maybe. That's something worth keeping an eye out for. Great, we found Small Dundee. That's good. Why is this back region so big? It's probably not a meat ocean so much as a meat desert, isn't it? These are sand dunes made out of pink, plasticky meat. Uh-oh, there's a thing in the foreground now. That's gonna make navigation a lot harder. Okay, so what am I looking at? Some manner of lump. Is Fogblast actually this sprawling? And I'm going to have to navigate it this widely? Oh, wow, it's one of those. That's bad, and I didn't get the slap off. Oh, and they both are... Oh, no, and there's new things. Oh, this is quite bad. Okay. Those are going to explode as soon as possible. I need to destroy them immediately. I can destroy one. I don't think I can destroy two. Okay. Shoot. All right. Teledenudated. Teledenudated, I want you to just go ahead and light warp. What is that? Sowplit. And we got another Cochured. I haven't seen a Cochured in a while, but we got a Sowplit, and I don't know what that is. It's concerning, is what it is. It's got a fancy cloak, whatever it is. Okay, let's try and murder one Warpo so that they don't both blow up on us. So Soul Crisper, please. There we are. 20 damage is certainly something. Whose turn is it? Wayne. So here's the thing. I can probably kill one Warpo with just a full round of attacks, provided they go after all of us. I'm not sure that they do. I'm tempted to dissolute the other Warpo to try and not die horribly whenever it blows up on us, you know? So I'm gonna try it. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I want it to, but it's worth a try, right? Pangorma. I want you to hit this Warpo as hard as you can. It won't be hard. It won't be good enough to kill it, but I want you to bring it close. 2 is good. It should burn to death on its next turn. Okay, in that case, some Snows, I want you to start working on the other one. Nematode interface on the far Warpo. Is this worth it? It's going to blow up anyway. You don't know that. I'm pretty sure that it's going to blow up regardless if it doesn't die on by the end of its next turn. In which case, maybe do we... Okay. Burning just causes flesh damage and reduces flesh. Nematode interface just causes leaking, which I don't know if that has other side effects, but I don't think it does. I could time sigil the other Warpo. That might buy us some time. It might just still go last, in which case it'll still go next. Well, try it. Let's see what happens. Time sigil the Warpo. Okay, it's lagging. Look at it go. That one blew up, thank goodness. It blew up in a way it didn't want to. Reactive shield by Cochured. It's inviolable. Warpo is self-destructing. 120 damage is... excuse me, 120 damage and burning, so that's great. Teledenudated, go ahead and throw some foam armor on Wayne to put out that fire. Good. Good. I didn't actually see what the, Sowplit did. I know it did some mild damage to Teledenudated, but I didn't really register what happened. Okay, well, Wayne's doing fine. The one thing's inviolable, so why don't we light the Sowplit on fire and see how that works out for us. There you go. Burning. Good. Some Snows, oh, I should have had Wayne do the nematode interface. He's foamed and everything. I didn't think about it. Use your dang brain. That's what I gotta do sometimes. Alright, well, let's give him a nematode interface anyway. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. You'll start leaking, but don't worry about it. It's not that different to the worm you've got on your face. Southplit just attacks for 30 damage. Temporal wasting. Okay, temporal wasting on some Snosa. She's now lagging in addition to the leaking. Well, I can technically remove all of that with Teledenudate. Is that a good idea? Because, I mean, I could foam armor, but it wouldn't fix the lagging. And after the lagging wears off, she does go to sleep. I remember that being a thing. So maybe Teledenudate her instead? That is going to use up most of Dedismoln's will. You know, I'm starting to wonder. I mean, admittedly, I'm using abilities with Dedismoln that are using a ton of will, but I do wonder if the Converter Worm not being on Dedismoln is a poor idea, given that Dedismoln is, you know, ostensibly the healer. This is a decision I made. I don't know if that's the way it should be, but in any case, Teledenudate her, please. There we go. She's asleep now because the lagging got removed. I didn't realize that was how it would work. Okay. Okay. That's all right. Pangorma, I just want you to snap at the Southplit. I think it'll take him out. It sure did. Okay. The inviolable one is still inviolable. Do I just have to smack it to make that go away? Wayne, smack it. Blocked. Inviolable ended. Reactive shield did 70 damage, and it has conjured another one. That's great. Okay, Dedismoln. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We need to... Okay. You don't have much in the way of will left, so I want you to Pormer Bleb Pangorma, who admittedly isn't down any hit points, but I want him to blow up that reactive shield, and I'm hoping that the blocking status will reduce the damage that he takes from it. It's Wayne's turn. Wayne, go ahead and Pormer Bleb yourself. There we go. Pangorma. Just a standard snap to the coat shirt, if you would. It's inviolable, but that's okay. And you take 35 damage, so half damage. And we got another reactive shield. This is problematic. What do I do about that? Does it do that in response every single time? Because if so, how do I possibly defeat you? Is it too late for me to defeat you? That seems bad. Use a coffee on some Snosa. Wake her up. Cool, good. Okay, so she didn't need the will from that, but that's okay. A Pormer Bleb for some Snosa, please. We're gonna have some Snosa break the shield by lighting this thing on fire, and we're gonna see if the fire hits anyway, despite the inviolable. No, it doesn't. It expended its reactive shield on somebody else! Ooh, that's bad. Okay, so if I hit the shield, it immediately can hit somebody with the shield. It doesn't have to be the person who attacked it. It can be anybody it wants. And it immediately puts them on another shield. Okay, so why don't we all just brace? I've never seen that animation before, and I like it. Wow, it's stylish. Everybody brace, and just wait until it does something else. I don't know if that's going to be possible to wait for it to do something else, but we're going to want it. We want it to. We want it to do something else. Just keep bracing. Temporal wasting, okay. Right, it did that before. But... Huh. What do I do about this? Okay, so Snosa, I want you to Teledenudate. That is when we'll put him to sleep. Okay, never mind. That's not necessarily useful. Dedismoln doesn't have any will anyway, though. What can I do? What can I do? Target ally becomes immune to negative statuses for 3 turns, ineffective against stunned. Okay, sure. Oh! What if I Teledenudate the Cultured? Would that remove the shield by any chance? Try it! I forgot this could be used offensively. Inviolable ended. Ha! Ha ha! Oh, that was it. That's all I needed to do. I just needed to cleanse the dang shield. Okay, okay, I've learned an important lesson here today. Light it on fire. How on earth would you fight these things if you don't have Teledenudate? Because Teledenudate was hidden pretty well. Huh. I wonder if there are items you can use that cleanse like that, and I just forget about them, which is, you know, certainly possible. Pangorma, go ahead and nematode it. It's fine. I promise you'll be fine. Dead as Mold can't foam armor you, but you will be fine. I promise. Reactive shield has been conjured. It's inviolable. That's not great. Dead as Mold. You can't do a dang thing about that, so why don't you have yourself a juice? Oh, juice removes burning. I gotta remember that. That's really important. Well, coffee restores 50% of your will. Juice restores 50 will, period. Which are almost exactly the same in Dead as Mold's case, so go ahead and have a juice. Might be a bit of a waste. Did it just take damage from the burning and the leaking even though it has the shield up? If so, that's pretty nice. In any case, Teledenudated again. I've learned your secrets. You'll not get away with this again. Wayne, just snap at it. Snap it good. Good. Pangorma, do the same. Great. It perished. I win. I got some antennas. Those do seem to be all over the place. And they're for powering up charge up. But here's the thing, right? If I try and focus too much on doing charge up, I suffer from other effects, right? Like, if I'm only charging up, I'm not actually thinking, I'm not using tactics. I do want to use charge up more often, because I'm sure it has more effects than just the ones on the special abilities per character. But oh no, not again. Not again. Not again! Okay, okay, can I escape you? I don't think I can. I can juke you pretty good. I'm not prepared to fight you is the thing. I'm not prepared. Okay, but I can prepare to fight him. I can prepare. Okay, what do I have? Can I use one of those multi-juices outside of combat? Multi-juice. 75 will and burning. Target's entire crew. Do we need that? That might be overkill. That's... Wait, why are we doing okay? Wait, why are we... Because I'm on the screen where it doesn't show you your current status. Right, okay. Okay, so 70 would be good for everybody, but... No, it would be good for everybody. It's a little wasteful in ways, but, like, it's going to be fine. It'll keep us running. And that guy's not going to let this go. So, multi-juice. I can't use it outside of combat. I can't use it outside of combat, but I want to use it outside of combat. Okay, I can't use that, so what can I do? Cupcakes. 50% flesh. Cupcakes. I can't use those outside combat either. What can I do outside combat, then, if you please? Can I use gestures outside combat? Some Snosa? Can you Porber us? Absolutely not. Is there not a way to heal outside combat? I feel like I've used juices outside combat. Am I wrong? I apparently am wrong. Cool. So I have to get into combat to do any of this stuff, so I guess I better just slap him. Just slap him. There we go. We got the slap. Okay. What the heck is that? It's very prancy. Coiffed Stalker. Jaded Mycetic, and of course, a Warpo. Okay, the Warpo is going to do so much damage that we can't possibly soak it. It's bad times. So we got to focus on taking that thing out as swiftly as possible. Who has the most flesh around here? Wayne. But I need Wayne to do the weakening ability, so some Snosa's got to do it. Soul Crisper on the Warpo. Is that supposed to be a tiny shriveled Wayne head on top of the Warpo, do you think? I think so, anyway. It's not going to survive. Do the dissolution to something else. Do the dissolution to the Coiffed Stalker, actually. It scares me. Make it stop. 140. Dissolute. Good. Jaded Mycetic attacks for 30 damage, which isn't good, but it's a tolerable thing. Nematode interface. Wait, whose turn is it? It's Pangorma. Oh, it's Pangorma. Okay. Now, technically, I could just have Pangorma unleash the lightning, and that would put the, Warpo in death range. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just do that. Yeah, he'll get stunned. He'll be okay. Or he won't, in which case I'll use a sponge on him. It'll be fine. Okay, Warpo will die. That's great. Some Snowsa. Some Snowsa. You have will, unlike most of the rest of us. Let's see what you can do with it. Why don't we... Charge up. Charge up. Charge up some Snowsa. Okay. That guy exploded. Coiffed Stalker stabbed for 42 damage despite being dissolute. So yeah, that's a bad time. Dedismoln. Dedismoln. I want you to hit foam armor on Pangorma. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, Pangorma. You're covered in foam. What could possibly go wrong? Lemescetic attacks. It hurts. Okay, Wayne. Wayne. What do we do with you? You don't have much will. Maybe just snap at the Stalker? Snap at him. Okay. Some Snowsa. You have a charged ability here. Now, I know if I do Wave Artifice, it basically adds 2 more random attacks. But the 80% damage isn't that great, is it? It has been 19 in the past, although it probably is a little bit better since I gave you a new weapon. Still, it's not going to be that effective, so... Why don't we try a charged Soul Crisper? Let's see what that looks like. Charged Soul Crisper to the Coiffed Stalker. 35 burning damage. I'm sorry, what was just happening? Oh, you've made Dedismoln vulnerable. I didn't see the name of the ability, but you sure did that thing. Okay. Dedismoln. We're only really in trouble if the other guy focuses on Dedismoln as well. Is that something I should be worried about? Probably. What does foam armor cost? 25. Can't cast it. Okay. Pour armor bleb yourself, Dedismoln. Okay. Pangorma, I want you to slap the Coiffed Stalker to death. You know, no, that's overkill. That's overkill. Wait, is its turn going to be next? Who lit it on fire? Some Snowsa. What did Wayne do? He went before some Snowsa. Yes, I think you better just slap it to death so it doesn't stab anybody. Go for it. Maybe a little wasteful, but it's okay. The Mycetic is charging. Okay, so here's the thing. Why don't we have some Snowsa Teledenudate it to get rid of the charged up status? I don't know if that's a thing I can do, but if I can, I want to. So, just snap at him. Some Snowsa. I wish for you to cleanse that charge up if you can. See if it works. Oh, I can just stop it from happening. That's amazing. Okay, everybody just snap. Everybody just do some snaps. Oh, it's deploying a cookie, but we're going to be all right. It's going to be just fine. Just keep snapping. Just keep snapping. It can't possibly keep up. How can it possibly stop us all? We're all snapping in unison. No one can stand up to this. See? What did I tell you? Okay. Great. Boots and soul sponges, antennas and burritos. Great, I've done it. I live another day. And I didn't even use that many items because I can't outside of combat. So how did I possibly... Okay, that thing came from over here. There was this. What are you? Are you anything? You're not. You're just some sort of edifice in the middle of the meat desert. You just defy me with your presence. Okay, well then let's scoot my way back up the side of the meat desert to the front of the room where I left that one goopy guy hanging out, because I'm gonna slap him and see how good of a recovery effect it is. Wow, okay, that messes with me real bad when the foreground comes up like that, but it's okay. We're doing fine. I'm here now. This is the way to the arcade, I'm assuming. It could also be the other way around, I suppose, but I feel like I stepped inside there and it looked a little arcadey, didn't it? I don't remember. Alright, where's the Goopy Man? He's right out front, right? Goopy Man, hello Goopy. Blub blub. Okay, let's have a look. We are doing terribly. What happens if I do this? That's a full heal. That guy's a full heal. That's incredible. Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. Now that said, if I can, If I did find a portal to the afterlife around here, that would be useful, because I'm sure I've got a decent amount of meat saved up to cash in at this point, and I think that would be a huge help. So let's just stick my head in here again. Okay, we got bones. Let's just see where this goes, right? If it turns out it goes to the arcade machine, I'm going to hold off on interacting with it yet. Are you... Okay, that looks like one of those things I fought just a minute ago. It's stalking around in a fashion that suggests I can talk to it, but there's no exclamation point. So... Perhaps not? Perhaps you're just an enemy? Alright, well, I'm slapping you. Yep. Okay, so we've got a new thing on the right, but we got a dog, we got a sowplit, we got a highway flame. What is it, a post dog? Yes. And we got a Bomalaug. Okay, Bomalaug is new. I don't like the way it's laughing at me. We should have bonus will. We do have bonus will. Great. Okay. Then what are we going to do about this? Okay, let's see. Sowplit, I feel like mostly was just slapping people or snapping people or whatever you want to say. It just is doing some basic attacks and didn't seem that much of a threat. The highway flame does multiple attacks in a row, and it's kind of a pain if you leave it alive. The post dog is mostly a threat if you hit it, because then it gets angry and it starts doing a ton of damage. So if we want to get rid of the post dog, we're going to have to focus it down quickly. The Bomalaug I don't know anything about. The Bomalaug is an unknown quantity. Dedismal. Charge up. Charge up, yeah. Do a charge up, Dedismal. I still like you starting off with charged up foam armor. So I think I'm going to do that. Wayne? Let's see here. The charged up Soul Crisper didn't seem to behave that differently from a standard Soul Crisper. I'm not sure there was any additional effect. It might have taken more burning damage, but I feel like the initial damage from Soul Crisper was not enhanced. So I'm not positive what sort of effects you get from charge up. I guess the only way to find out is to experiment with it, which requires me to charge up, but doing too much charging makes me nervous. Whatever, it's fine. Charge up. Let's try some more things. Pungorma. Yeah, charge up. Charge up. And some Snowstar. Are we also charging up? You know we are. We're everybody charge up. Then we'll soak a round of attacks and we'll see where we're at and get some foam armor after that and we'll go forth from so there. 4 slices. Sure. Not a problem. Sowplit attacks for 30 damage. Tether Homunculus. Umbilical. It has created a Tether Homunculus. The post dog attack for 35. So the post dog does do above average damage even before it's angry. Good to know. Alright, Dedismal. Now is the time for foam armor. I don't think it matters who you focus it on, but focus it on Pungorma for fun. There we go. That should be a big help. Okay, Wayne. It doesn't actually, despite being called foam armor, I don't think it actually makes us take any less damage. It just gives us extra hit points and makes us immune to leaking and burning, I think, right? Which is the main thing I'm trying to go for here. Wayne, I want you to nematode interface. I can't attack the homunculus. Huh. Let's knock down the highway flame does a total of nearly 50 damage. Let's knock down the highway flame. Nematode him. That was a charged nematode, which seems to have done 35 damage and caused leaking as per usual. Okay, Pungorma. Okay, Pungorma, it's been suggested to me that charged lightning has different things than just doing more damage, so I want to test charged lightning some more. Let's hit the post dog with a charged lightning and see what happens. Okay, 85 damage, and it's on fire! And Pungorma's stun went away immediately. Oh, okay. So it lights them on fire and you don't get stunned and it does more damage. That's really friggin' good. Okay, some Snow say you are fully charged. Go ahead and get a Wave Artifice out there. I feel like some AoE damage is going to be good now that the one thing that's going to get angry when you hit it is already about to die. So yeah, Wave Artifice them, please. Host dog is dead. And some wavelets go out. Sowplit attacks for negligible damage. External digestion is happening. I remember that. Oh, right, the worm used external digestion, didn't it? I think that normally adds leaking, but fortunately we're all foamed, so that's not relevant. Okay, the highway flame is going to leak to death, and that's fine with me. Dedismon, what shall we have you do? Just... What'll we have you do? Nematode interface on something? It won't do much damage, relatively speaking. Do it to that guy. I don't understand what the umbilical thing is. It worries me, so let's get him out of here. He's leaking. He certainly isn't immune to leaking. That's good to know. Soul Crisper. Light him on fire. Sure. Certainly can't hurt anything. I mean, aside from him. The Fleam has died. That's exactly what I wanted. Pangorma, I want you to smack that Bomalaug so it dies next time it has a turn. There we go. That should put it in a nice deathly range. Now, that just leaves us with this other guy, provided that guy does die normally. The umbilical thing might change how that works. We'll deal with it when we come to it. Sowplit. Sowplit, what is a normal snap from... Wait, some Snosa has the thing that increases her will all the time. I should probably keep using will abilities, huh? Yeah, probably. We still have foam. Nematotem. There you go. Thunderbolts! 48 damage, and it's stunned. So it has Pangorma's lightning ability, sort of. It didn't do as much damage as Pangorma. It did about the same amount of damage as an uncharged lightning bolt, didn't it? Dang, okay. Well, either way, it's now stunned and it has no allies, and the umbilical thing did not save that fellow on the right, whose name I have lost already. So let's just snap at this fella. We'll go full West Side Story on him. No problem. There we go. Great. A lot of antennae to be gathered in here, it seems. Okay. Great. I did that. I took care of it. Now, if I were to step outside at this point... Well, there's bugs in here. I could just slap the bugs. But I'm wondering if the big meat fellow out front is back as well. Because if there's a full heal every time I step outside, then, well, I feel inclined to take advantage of that. Meat fella's back. Hi, meat fella. Bye, meat fella. I just noticed that meat fella also has some sort of a shrunken Wayne head on top, doesn't he? The crescent moon motif. Wonder if there's some significance to be gleaned from that. I don't understand it yet. If so... Well, that's a force field. With a key inside. I had it backwards. Didn't I? I need to find the other end of this particular tether so that I can find the arcade machine so I can take down that shield so I can come back here and get a key, which presumably goes somewhere I need to go. I see. Also, I can scale this building better than I was expecting to. Wow, hi there. How are you? Well, what do we have there? That's a Galliform, that is. I haven't seen one of those in quite some time. We also have a Pool Magni, and I've learned I've heard that maybe it's a reference to Charlemagne, and it might be Poolamain, because then you have Poolman and Poolamain, and that's actually pretty good. I'm kind of inclined to believe that that might be what they were going for. It would seem to make sense. Poolman, Poolamain. In any case, I've learned my lesson. They are a real problem if you don't light them on fire right away. That said, I don't want Dedismon to be the one doing it, so charge up Dedismon, please. Limber Truculent does Disruption, which is a stun. On Pangorma, we can tolerate that. Wayne, light it on fire. Soul Crisper to the Poolamain. Do it. There we go. Okay. Counters with Allotrope. Now he's leaking. That's okay. Once Dedismon gets another turn, it will not be an issue. In the meantime, though, let's go ahead and Nematode interface him. Just take him entirely out of the combat, ideally. Well, it won't kill him immediately, but you know what I mean. Oh, right, another Allotrope. Well, that's okay. She's already leaking because she did the thing. Galliform attacks for 30 damage. Tether Homunculus isn't an offensive ability. I don't really understand what Tether Homunculus does. That umbilical, I don't understand it. Dedismon, give us some foam armor. I'll take care of all the leaking. and a decent amount of the damage. It's really just a wonderful ability overall. Okay, Pungorma. Pungorma, what shall we have you do? What shall we have you do? I would like you to charge up. I've tasted the charged lightning and I like it. Okay, whip kick to Dedismol. That's okay, we can stomach that. Wayne... Is the Poolamane going to die from the fire and the leaking? I think not. I don't think he'll take a full 20 damage, but I also don't want to waste Wayne's attack on it. The Galliform. What was the problem with Galliforms? I don't really remember. How about we dissolute the Limber Truculent? They do a lot of damage with all the whip kicking and whatnot. This ought to take the edge off a little bit. And they have a lot of hit points, too. Poolamane, Lambasting, Dedismon. Shame about that. Didn't burn to death, but will next time, and that's fine. Some Snosa. Some Snosa. What will we have you do? I want you to charge up as well. Gizzard Spume. I forgot about Gizzard Spume. What does it do? Dissolution. Ah, that is annoying. External digestion. The foam armor will take care of that pretty much. Okay. So Wayne is dissolute, so we should probably have him do some healing when it comes around to it. In which case, Dedismol, what should we have you be doing? Something else, presumably. Nematode interface? We could have you do a nematode interface. Take out the Limber Truculent. You know, focus on the Limber Truculent. That's a better way to put it, perhaps. Okay. Disruption to Dedismol, who is now stunned. Annoying. We could cleanse that, but if I do, it'll also remove some other things I don't want to cleanse, so why don't we instead have you... just give him a Pormer Bleb. He'll be alright. Give him a Pormer Bleb. Be right as rain. There we go. Poolamane and Parishes. Love to hear it. Some Snosa's turn. She is charged. I could try some more abilities out here, but I'm kind of leaning toward just doing another Wave Artifice. It's not terrible, right? And I really got to keep an eye on what sort of damage it actually does, because I haven't been paying enough attention to that. Let's see what it does. 25 damage, and the wavelets do an additional 25. So it's a grand total of, in this case, 125 damage, which is really not bad at all. And it's going to be 25 times the number of enemies plus 50. So really, not bad. Could be better, I suppose, but not bad at all. Let's see here. None of these are ready to die from a lightning strike, but let's go ahead and hit the Galliform with a lightning strike so it'll burn to death shortly. Because it's charged, yeah? There you go. Yeah, that'll burn it to death on its next turn, which is right now. Sacrifice Homunculus. Oh. Wow. Oh. Wow, okay. That did AoE damage and made us all vulnerable, except for Dedismol for some reason. Oh, because Dedismol then took an attack and the vulnerable fades, just like defense status does. You take an attack, it's no longer there. I see. Okay. Well. Wayne's still dissolute. That lasts a good long time. Another Pormer Bleb for Dedismol, please. He just got slapped around pretty good. Pungorma is vulnerable, but not dissolute. That guy's not going to leak quite to death, is he? I'm guessing, right, that the Bomalaug is going to summon another homunculus. So let's just have him kill the Truculent. This guy might do external digestion, but I'm guessing he's going to summon another homunculus to try and start that process again. I don't know. In any case, light him on fire. Very good. And a standard attack. 70 damage because Wayne was vulnerable, but he weathered it. We're okay. Pormer Bleb to Wayne. Return that favor there, Dedismol. Okay. Wayne's turn. Wayne is no longer foam, but he's still dissolute, which is verging on ridiculous. Let's go ahead and give a Pormer Bleb to some Snosa, who's still quite vulnerable after all. Wait. Did the vulnerability effect end because I Former Blebter. Does a helpful spell also end the vulnerability? That's pretty remarkable. Anyway, just snap at the Bomalaug. And same for you, Snowsid. There we go, he perished from fire. Love to see it. Look at all this. Jumpsuit, long gloves, cupcake. It's so many items, it's getting eaten up by the buffs on our... Well, debuffs and debuffs, I guess. Whatever, that's a bunch of stuff. Good, good. Love it. Okay. Oh, that was a bit rough. Overall, a bit rough. Now, is Meat Man back after I did that? Probably not, but if he is, wow, that's convenient. It could very... If he is, then it's probably intentional that he's back. It's most likely intended, then, that I destroy him between combats, yeah? It's a lot of running back and forth, but probably worth it. Okay, let's reclamber this building. That's not very good clambering, Wayne. Do a little better clambering, Wayne. Okay, and we cross this bridge, which leads us to here, whatever here is. Okay, going here. No. Nope. Okay, we want to go to that. No. Okay, just jump to it. See, that wasn't so hard. Okay, we're going to go across. So hold the run button, jump in. Yeah. Okay, hello there. Who are you? This is a really strong TV. You need clicker to use it, though. I can part with mine for, say, 300 bones. I got so many bones, don't I? I got tons of bones. But what happens if I say I'll pass? Nothing. I got 1330 bones. That's a lot of... What if I try and use it? You want to use that TV? You're going to need clicker. Fortunately, I happen to have one. Okay, can I use your chair? I seemingly can. All right. All right, pay that 300 bones. Let's see what we got. Got clicker. Great, I did it. Anything else to say? I feel so blessed to be able to share my love for TV with others. Well, thank you. Thank you, friend, for your sharing spirit that only required $300 to encourage. Anyway, what we got? Ooh. I don't know what to think of this particular link mollusk. It did appear to be two different things that then stuck together, so link mollusk. Sure, that makes sense, I guess. What does it do? Explain to me, please. It's not a garb, it's a gesture. Link mollusk. Users' negative statuses are applied to all enemies? Wow. Huh. That's a weird effect. Is the idea that you put it in place and then hit that particular user with negative statuses that then affect all enemies, or is it more that you wait until you're kind of piled up with negative negative effects and then hit him with the link mollusk and all hell breaks loose? I don't know. It seems to me it would be more useful if you put it in place and then all effects thereafter get spread for a little while, because then technically, like, you could have Pungorma do it, and then in his next turn he could do an uncharged lightning, and it would potentially stun the entire enemy group, which would be amazingly powerful. Anyway, I'm going to wander off into the meat. I'm going to wander off into the meat ocean and see if there's anything more for me to find out there, because I suspect there is. It's rather extensive out back. And I've, managed to find some Warpos, which is not a good prize, admittedly, but... Okay, so this is the place where I fought the second Warpo, which kind of gives some perspective as to how far across this dang zone is. I suppose the other thing there is that if I am clambering my way across the buildings and I happen to fall off, well, I've got a lot of backtracking I've got to do, don't I? Most likely. That may be the only reason why this region is quite so robust, is because there's just that many buildings, and so something has to be below them. So when you fall off, you don't fall into the void. Which in a way is kind of nice of them, because otherwise if it was the void, you just get warped to a specific place on the map, which is a lot less useful. Can I... I can run into the blackness over here. It doesn't seem to do anything. I don't exit the zone, I just sort of get engulfed by the void, which is interesting. I don't think it's particularly functional necessarily. I'm just running against the wall in case there's, secrets. But it doesn't seem that there are secrets. I'm just trying to be thorough, you understand? It's like an ocean of blackness, and you sort of rise above it as the sand dunes raise, the meat dunes raise. And it goes all the way up the side, and leads to a whole lot of nothing, it seems. Okay, well, it was certainly worth checking, if fruitless. Okay. And we've run in a big circle, and this is the front door yet again. Okay, well. Meatman is gone, so Meatman does only respawn if you have fought somebody. Good to know. That's pretty much the only time it's going to be relevant anyway, I suppose. Alright, so what's my route through here? It's I recognize, entirely possible that I've missed some things in the center of the meat ocean, but for the time being, I'm going to endeavor to poke around on the land a little bit. I checked the edges. Not necessarily going to be enough, but it's a start. Anyway, we have two of these fellows whose name has suddenly escaped me. Poolmang, Coolamane, that's your name, sort of. Poolmagny? I don't know. All right. What do we want to do here? Charge up, I guess. Charge up to begin. Okay, Wayne. Go ahead and get a soul crisper on one of the Poolamanes before they start reproducing all over the place. I remember them being relatively fast, I think. Allotrope, sure, tons of damage. I'm leaking. Lambast instead of multiply, so we got lucky on that one. I could be a lot worse off than I am. However, if I have some Snosa, well, okay. It might be okay. It might be alright. Go ahead and do a Soul Crisper on the other Poolamane, and we'll see if you survive the counterattack. I think you will. You'll just be leaking, but the foam armor will take care of that. Allotrope. Yeah, 17 damage. Not so bad. Pangorma. Okay, we're gonna try this, man. We're gonna try this. I want you to do a Link Mollusk on all of them, yes. Hopefully it won't make the dog angry. You do little shadow puppet things with your hands while this is happening. I love it. Okay, Link Mollusk. Okay, it's angry because it did damage. And both of them countered with Allotrope, and the Silumvog is charging, and the Post Dog is chomping! Well, that's not good. Okay, let's get the foam armor up. It won't fix the poison, but it will fix a lot of these other problems we're suffering. Wait, but doesn't that poison... Okay, question answered. Check it out. Pangorma has been poisoned, and the enemy is not poisoned, which means it only spreads whatever debuffs you have on you at the time, which means you cannot spread stun. Well, asked and answered. At least now I know. Okay, Wayne? Unfortunately, we now have a situation where it's probably a bad idea to Teledenudate Pangorma. And the dog's angry, so we've got to do something about that. And the guy is charged up in the back there. Okay, Wayne, what do we even have you start with? I would like you to do a nematode interface on the dog. Poolamane does Lambast. Okay. And another one. Okay. Some Snosa. I want you to You're not charged, are you? No, you're not. Okay. Teledenudate the Silumvog, yes. Okay. That takes care of the charge. Now Pangorma is poisoned. Let's have him Soul Crisp the dog. We gotta get that guy out of here, because he's angry. He does tons of damage when he's angry. Here we go. He's burning. Stem cell by Silumvog. To itself. A little selfish, but sure, whatever, I guess. Post Dog is not quite dead. Dead as a mole. Make it dead, please. No, right, you don't do quite enough damage, but that's enough to make it die on the next turn, and that's going to be good enough under these circumstances. Nobody's in real risk of dying, so Wayne, go ahead and light the Silumvog on fire. Burning will counterattack the regeneration to some extent, I suppose. The pool of main does multiply. The fire wore off and it can immediately take advantage of that. That's, wow, that's good to know. Okay, some snows to try and kill the one that's on fire right now, please. We need it to not survive to its next turn. Counters with allotrope. I forgot about the allotropes. I did forget about the allotropes. But we're all still foamed, so at least we can't take leaking damage. Kill it. Can't counter when it... Silmbog does shatter. Okay, he's vulnerable now. Postdog perishes. Great news, as far as I'm concerned. Dedismoln, get somebody on fire, man. One of these two, get him on fire. Okay, that's gonna be good. Allotrope, sure, but he's alright. He won't leak. He's doing well. Wayne, use the last vestiges of your will to do the same to this guy. It might kill him. You do more damage than Dedismoln, but nah, not quite. Okay, that's alright. Allotrope, he's okay. Lambast. Just some Snosa, that is okay. Some Snosa is not doing well, but she's gonna be fine. Kill the Silumvog. Pungorma, finish off that guy. Great. Why are we... Okay, I thought we were still in combat for a second there. It's like, what? We're not gonna just kill each other. You don't have any enemies for us. Please let us leave combat. Okay. I assume the poison will go away. It seems to have. That's great. There's a cage here. I don't know what it's the deal with this cage. It feels like it might be an elevator eventually. Oh, hey, check it out. This is where the cable goes. So this is what I need to go to in order to get the key, whatever key it is I need, and then I need to go that way afterwards, I assume. Wait, this is... Are there two different cables? Are there two different cables? Where does this one go? What is this? Who knows? Just some sort of edifice over in the meat. It's fine. Don't worry about it, I guess. Alright, this cable specifically goes to the force field, doesn't it? It does, okay. Alright, we just ran by where Meat Guy would respawn, so let's go slap Meat Guy a little bit. There we go. Good stuff. Thank you, Meat Man. Alright. Well, there are multiple cables. That's certainly a revelation. I wonder where the other one comes from, goes to, all those other things. I genuinely don't know. I guess I'll need to track it down next time or something like that. But for now, let's see where this one goes, since I did uncover an endpoint of sorts. This right here. Let's go stick my face in it. What we got? Us. We've got a fountain. That is great news for me. Thank you so much. The cable goes down into the hallway. This ramp goes directly down into the fountain, which is convenient. Does this work the same way for everybody? If you walk into the water, you just sort of go to the afterlife. I'm guessing it does, in which case, what a weird thing to have in your facility. I guess everybody just frequents the afterlife, huh? He doesn't have anything to say. Nothing new anyway. Just talking about the Wayne larvas, and that's just fine. They're doing fine, I'm doing fine. Everybody's fine. Okay. Clean. Clean, please. Clean. Very good. Very good, very clean. And visit the meat grinder. 31 meat tendered. That's a huge help. Thank you very much. You still using the thing? You sure are. Okay, that's fine. And where's our new destination? Foglast. There we go. It's just named Foglast, which does suggest that this is going to be the only fountain that I find in Foglast, but I guess we'll find out if I'm correct about that. Okay, we're back. We're technically a little bit down on the flesh front, but we do have some bugs we can slap here. Does that take care of it? That sure does! Okay, we're feeling good, we're feeling ready. Let's, step downstairs and see what awaits us. So we're still sort of squiggling off into the darkness. There's a side path. Oh, and it's a side path with a big old guy on it. Okay, but... Well, 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 what's all this? That right there is a Poolamang. And it goes right up to a wall. A wall that I cannot... okay. So there's an upper level around here. Can I actually speak with these residents of the pit? I cannot. And that guy is still following me, isn't he? Or no, is he just patrolling? Is that all that's happening here? Just a patrol? Seemingly, yes. So theoretically, I could avoid him. But I feel like I probably should fight all these individuals. It's just that that's going to take time, and technically I've been recording for an hour, so we're working our way into the depths of Foglast here, but it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a ways to go. I probably don't need to fight absolutely everybody, but I'm curious what their deal is, and now that I know I can full heal, I kind of want to gather their meat so I can, you know, turn it into flesh, that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's not the right mindset to have going around in here. Maybe I should just be avoiding guys like I have been in the past, but now I have the bloodthirst, you see? I can't help it anymore. Anyway, I'm guessing this means that I can just take the side path to continue following the cord. But who knows, maybe this will link up with that other cord I saw outside. In any case, we'll figure that all out next time, yeah? Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.